Alright, you're welcome to my very first tutorial. I'll be teaching you how to mix Afro Pop. Yeah, so we're going to start with the drums. So I'll solo just the drums. I already have my tracks arranged so I can easily go back and forth from the mixer. Yeah, those are a lot. That's a lot of tracks, so I can easily go back and forth. So these are my drums, melodies and vocals, sampled vocals. So I'll just take this mute button here from here and take all of these, just run through. Yeah, everything is mute. So let's hear the drums and see how it sounds. Start from here, play back. So let's make this bigger. So how I typically start is I go with the kick, solo the kick again, just the kick. So I go to the kick in the mixer. First things first, have my EQ to cut out unwanted frequencies in the kick. I think that's fine. Always leave your kick at the center. It should be, do not pan left or right, just at the center. Then next I go on to my clap. Pan this a little to the right for balance. Other clap. Now I go on to my percussions. So this is just a saturation plugin. It's a distortion plugin to make it pop more. You know, in Afro, your percussions are key. Basically, your percussions is the groove. So you need to make it sound interesting. Careful when adding distortion to or saturation to your sounds. You don't need too much, just a little bit, and that will be fine. And the next percussion, I think it's another percussion. So mix percussions first. You group them: kicks, snares, percussions, then hi-hats and all of that. Then you come back and forth till it's all balanced out. Let's see how distortion sounds with this. I give it more body, makes it sound thicker. Balance is everything in mixing. You don't need too much of anything, just enough. That's the sweet spot, just enough. So next we go to the next sound. I think the next recurring sounds. Everything do not need to move left to right, but try and move as much as you can left and right to get balance. But some things can be in the center also for balance purposes. If you notice, I'm always cutting off this low end here so that we don't have it muddy or too much bars that it doesn't sound clear. I want it to sound as clear as possible. Alright, so next we come the next recurring percussions I can see here is this guy. I think this is a snare also. That can be in the center as well. The next is this one. So I'm seeing this will need some saturation to bring it out some more. It's a bit hidden. So, So remember, we left it at the center now because other sounds are coming in. We'll always be going back and forth to achieve balance. Nothing is fixed until the mix is done. You always come back and forth to achieve balance. Yeah. Let's not forget to EQ this guy a bit. Yes, so notice I'm not adding EQ to everything, but most of the sounds I'm EQing out. I'm taking out the low end, just cutting off the low end a bit. I'm not doing it aggressively. Just if you notice, it's just up to about, so as to affect the natural sound of the percussions or the sound. I want it to sound clean without altering the sound too much. Take out the percussion at about sweep it to about 116 hertz. Although you don't need to memorize these numbers, it's just to get the concept of not over EQing, over compressing, or over saturation or distortion. It's just balance. Mixing is just balance. So that's basically what we're doing. So the next recurring sound I can see. That's a kick, a secondary kick. So let's see how distortion will sound on it or saturation. think that's fine. The next recurring drum pattern. Alright. Then the next one is we're not just moving things left or right as we like, we'll move them a bit to see where it sounds best in the stereo field. Left, sorry, this is right, the right stereo field, this is the left, and this is center, 0. 0 is center, 100% right, 100% left. So you move it around a bit to see where it sounds more balanced. And don't forget, you can always come back to it when you add more sounds to see where it sits down better. I use saturation a lot, so that is one secret I'm sharing with you guys. How to make your drums pop is using good amount of saturation. I'm using just FL native, that is FL stock plugins to get this mix. I use Waves, I use Sound Toys, I use a lot of other plugins for jobs, but you can get great results with using stock plugins when you know how, just understanding the principles. Hi-hats and shakers, always be careful of the high frequencies that keep poking out. You need to be careful because those frequencies can be really annoying when you start laying melodies, you start laying vocals, and even worse, mastering. So we need to tame those high end. We can do that with EQ. Alright, so the next thing we need is Okay, so fill in our rows. This particular sound here has more bass to it, so we'll leave it. Instruments with bass characteristics, that is, instruments that have more low end, try and leave them close to the center or at the center. Do not take them too far right or too far left. So like this, for example, we'll leave it just at the center. Just EQ it a little, just a little EQ. Can brighten it up. Alright, so then time to bring in the 808. The dum dum. Alright, time to bring in the 808. So also I noticed how an amateur mixes, how the bass frequencies work. The kick should be bouncing off with the 808. They shouldn't be just crashing and crashing. They should be bouncing each other. They should be complementing each other. So we'll try and get the kick to work in harmony with the 808. First of all, we'll start with something as simple as turning down the volume, that is the gain, the levels, bringing it down a bit, then walk up a bit before we start adding EQ, maybe some compression, and all of that. So add some EQ to see. So we leave the 808 at the center. Remember, bass. Things with bass stay in center. Things with bass stay with center. So, of course, we need some reverb. Reverb will make it sound like it's in a space, not just dead quiet. So my technique is I mix everything dry first, then I come in with reverb later to give everything to sound like they're in a like they're sharing a room, basically like a drum room. So I'll come here, pick some extra channels, move it to the drum section. Alright, so I'll link all my percussions aside from the kicks and the snare to a channel to add reverb. Alright, so I've turned off my snare, so I just select these tracks, aside from the 808, so select this, track routing, create submix, name is drum pecs. So you can see they're all linked. Take the 808 all the way here. So now add just a little reverb. That's it basically. That's how to get your drums sounding nice, balanced, and punchy for Afro Pop.